Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. Last run, we had a pretty fun run. We had, what was it, like 40, 50 coolness, because we ended up getting a whole bunch of curse, including Spice and Big Boy, and we were stealing, and we picked up the 6th chamber from a random green chest. It was a lot of fun, and pretty much the only thing that was not spectacular with that run was that we ended up picking up the super hot watch, and I kept it for the entire run, and it ended up kind of making the run a little bit boring and a little bit dull. Shouldn't be saying that about videos that I make, but let's be honest, super hot watch is as close to a singular game-winning item as there can possibly be in Enter the Gungeon. So maybe we'll try to not do that this time. And I think I won't pick up any more super hot watches if they show up in the future, because it's a great item. If I'm in it to win it, then it is probably the best item in the game, but otherwise it takes too long. Kind of ruins the sense of potential. Oh, you just killed your friend by dropping a chandelier on him. Good job. Kind of kills the risk in the run, because you can just perfectly dodge everything, because you have perfect reflexes, because you can just slow down time. So I don't know, let's see, let's just see what happens on this run, shall we? Hate that guy. We got a key bulletkin in the last room. That's very, 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 very nice, because now we have guaranteed access to the oubliette, and we can always buy a key in order to open a chest on this floor. And I always hate getting red or black chests early on a run, especially on the first floor, because you get it, and unless you have... Oh, what the hell? The explosion from one of the grenades knocked another grenade into me, who then immediately exploded. Lovely. Kinda hate getting high quality chests early, because if you do, you run the risk of not being able to open them while still being able to go down to the oubliette. So, you know, I kind of maybe prefer to get blue, brown level chests early, because with those, at the very least, I know what I'm getting myself into, which is not a very good item. I can just destroy the chest, get junk, and feel good about it. I was also thinking, maybe one way that we can kind of, should actually open it, maybe one way that we can kind of increase the difficulty of these runs is maybe by not going down to the oubliette or to the Abbey. Maybe trying to speed run the game by skipping those floors is going to be in our best interest, because we will not have as many opportunities to grab passives, actives, guns. We'll have a slightly shorter run that very well might be harder, because we are not as strong. We're not going to have a good opportunity to get good weapons, and without good weapons, well, you're going to be in a tough position to win in Gungeons. Maybe that's what we'll do today. Maybe we will ignore the oubliette, maybe have a bit of a shorter run, but we'll try to open all the chests on this floor and get what we can get early, and then see if we can make a lot of runs work, or a lot of victories work in a row, just by skipping those floors, because you do get a lot of benefits by going down to the oubliette and the Abbey. You get, first of all, you get a cell creep, which is great, and we should pick up the key before we forget. You get, you know, 2 extra chests guaranteed, which as the robot could be more junk, which is more damage. You get more money, which means that you can buy more keys to open more chests and get more items. You can also just buy HP if you need to buy HP. You get 1 additional guaranteed item per floor by fighting the boss on the floor. So you get a lot of benefits by going down to the oubliette, and usually the Abbey as well. You know, I think at this point I'm probably, I mean, I've done the oubliette hundreds of times. I think this, whoa, the frickin' books, there's books over here. I guess it's a library. I should expect there to be books over here, but that was kind of surprising. I was not focusing on, they blend into the books on the floor. I've never before been so oblivious to the books in the library room. Oh my God, it actually makes sense now. Those jerks. But yeah, maybe we should, ooh, okay. I mean, we'll wait on it, because If it's a mimic and it drops a gun, I do not want to pick up the gun and ruin the gun chance from the boss. But yes, anyways, you know, I've played the oubliette hundreds of times, and I think at this point I take less damage on the oubliette than I gain in resources and benefits, so maybe, just maybe, rushing the game a little bit faster would end up being a bit more of a difficult run. Especially on Cursed mode, actually, because one of the primary benefits of doing extra floors is, you know, chests, junk, item from the boss, money, and that money can be used to buy HP or items from different shops that can appear. So maybe the fact that we're playing on Cursed mode makes it increases the difficulty if we ignore the the oubliette, because then we won't get the benefits of going down and picking up free items from the oubliette and free money. It's not free items. I mean, it kind of is free items. All right, Gatling Gull. You were very annoying like 3 runs ago when I fought you on the frickin' water level. Just hide for a second. As soon as that table breaks, that's when you want to go. Because as soon as that table breaks, you have a slight bit of time while the bullets are being destroyed from the table. You can move around. You are very annoying. The Gatling Gull is a pretty easy fight on a big room like this. This is one of the easier room layouts for the Gatling Gull because you have temporary tables. It's not as easy as the ones with the pillars, of course, in the library, because those are permanent fixtures that you can use to cheese out the boss, but still, this one with all the tables is pretty good because the tables are temporary enough. You don't need them often. You just need the tables when he's launching his big ball attack or his double wave attack. When he's standing still when firing his weapon, that's when you need the tables. Okay. You know what? Let's do it. Let's skip the oubliette. Let's go and explore. Let's open these chests, see what we get. And we'll try to go a little bit more quickly on this run than we would on a normal run. I'd say normal run, but ooh, very good. Really, I just mean, let's go. You know, let's go. Tell you what, if I'm gonna be opening this chest, why don't we destroy that chest? We get the ballot. I mean, the ballot does give us an advantage to exploring, to going down to other floors and you know, taking our time. But I don't know, I kind of like the idea about maybe trying to go through the game a little bit more quickly. Not a speed run or anything. I'm not a speed runner. That doesn't mean we can, or we can't, you know, move a little bit faster here. Is there anything I want to sell? I mean, honestly, the Moonscraper is not that good, but I don't think it's worth selling. I don't think there are gonna be 2 secret rooms in this room, but we might as well check. I don't think it's worth selling. I like having a beam weapon. Dragon, the High Priest. Usually good opportunities to use a beam weapon, and I mean, beams can do a lot of damage on their own. But I think I'll probably just stick with the big iron as my alternate weapon here. If ever I run into a situation where I need to kill something quickly, I'm not gonna be switching over to the Moonscraper. I'm gonna be switching over to big iron. You know, in the last run we had the, what was it, the Anvilin? And it's very good because it does a lot of knockback and it can kill some enemies in one shot. Maybe not with one hit, but it will knock them back into, it'll knock them back into the other, well, it'll knock them back in the Anvil and will hit them twice because it's piercing, is what I'm trying to say, but saying it very ineffectively. We don't really have anything that's like that necessarily, but we have big iron, and big iron does a goodly amount of damage here. Might as well use it because we have the ammo drop in the previous room, but these guys are taking a lot of hits. These guys have a lot of HP. Big Iron, though, is not that good for taking out small targets because you don't get all the shots hitting. Mostly, it's a good boss killing gun and a good big enemy killing gun. You know, like the gun nut died very quickly, and it took, you know, half as many rounds to kill the bulletkin because he's a harder target to hit with it. Without additional accuracy upgrades, even though we start with one as the robot, we're not going to be able to kill bulletkin with the Big Iron, but it's still nice to have. I guess there's no reason to go through the fire traps. You can just make the dodge roll. Like right there. Frickin' kill the lead maiden. That's what the Big Iron is made for. Spending, you know, 3 ammo every couple of rooms to kill an enemy, that's pretty efficient. It's more like I used 5 ammo or something, but it's good effectiveness. I might actually want to use a Moonscraper here. Why? I don't know. I thought that maybe it would have piercing on it for some reason. I guess we had piercing on the last run with that infinite ammo RPG, which was awesome, but yeah, that didn't really work. If it had piercing, that would have been the best course of action, because we could very easily have done a lot of damage to all of those guys at once. Be careful of positioning here. There's that veteran that kind of made it a little bit difficult to get around that jam meat cube. Oh, okay. Yeah. We're gonna buy the loot bag. And I think we're gonna straight up buy the Pox Cannon immediately. I know this ruins the guaranteed boss gun chance, the guaranteed gun drop from the boss. But honestly, who cares? We got the Pox Cannon. We have an amazing room clearer, and we have the loot bag, so we're gonna be gaining a lot of money. And by getting a lot of money, I'm hoping that maybe we can actually potentially buy extra items on this floor, in fact. So I think buying the loot bag early is important, and I like the Pox Cannon enough that I am absolutely happy to have it. Hell, Pox Cannon, it makes a really good boss killer too if we need a weapon for that. So because we've already picked up a gun, we might as well keep exploring before we fight the boss. Maybe we'll get an extra blank that'll make the flawless easier. Maybe we'll get a good weapon that we want to use. Regardless, this is good. Pox Cannon is not quite a mega hand, but it's a mini mega hand that you don't have to charge, which makes it pretty good. Of course, enemies still take a million years to kill sometimes, but that's okay. We're getting a lot of money. You get a lot of frickin' money with loot bag. I always underestimate just how much cash you pick up. Like one enemy is dropping 11 cents or something ridiculous like that. Okay, he dropped no money. I'm kind of a little bit sad that he dropped no money. You dropped 2 cents. I guess jammed enemies are gonna be dropping a lot more. And I guess bullats still don't drop anything. I mean, sure, I'll fight a mimic. We don't have any type of freezing, but the Pox Cannon has good enough knockback that we can probably keep this guy locked in the hallway for the most part. There we go. Ooh, ammo synthesizer. Very, very, very good with the Pox Cannon. Pox Cannon, very ammo efficient, so anything that is very ammo efficient I think benefits from ammo synthesizer quite a great deal. And so far this run is looking very good. You know, I don't think we missed out on too much by skipping the oubliette. We're very strong right now. I think we got this on lock. You know, we have enough good weapons that I think we'll be fine to kill bosses, to kill rooms. Pox Cannon is great for room clearing. You got the Big Iron to help kill bosses if you need them. And we have one chest. I'll buy the key. Open the chest. This is going to be a gun, and it's another mimic. Excellent. I thought I saw the chest munch at me a little bit when I was in this room earlier, but I couldn't tell if it was in the corner of my eye or if it was my brain playing tricks on me. Either way, that's very good. And we picked up the Stinger, which is amazing. Stinger plus big, or actually probably Stinger plus Pox Cannon is gonna be a good boss killing combo. Why not the big iron? Because we've already used half the ammo in the Pox Cannon, might as well. I might end up just using a Pox Cannon for this though. There isn't a great reason to use the Stinger for this boss. We don't get a lot of benefit out of the explosions, and we can, you know, spend one ammo drop filling up the Pox Cannon to full. The next ammo drop we get. So, boss is half dead. Poison is acceptable on bosses. Really, the poison's better for room clearing because you get a little bit of extra efficiency out of the weapon, out of the ammo in your Pox Cannon. I guess it helps a little bit on bosses too, but mostly it's just the impact shots from the Pox Cannon doing a good amount of damage. A good enough amount of damage to be happy with it. So there we go. Gorgon, dead. Probably the easiest boss, and we get the Patriot, which is really good. Don't forget the armor, I would definitely forget it. It's not super amazing because it does have the issue of, whatever. It does have the issue of you having to not hold down the trigger, because if you hold down the trigger, you're gonna kind of ruin your damage dealt against bosses. You're gonna hit that boss damage cap very quickly. I wish that the Patriot bypassed boss DPS cap, because it would benefit you holding down the trigger in the Patriot and getting the fastest fire rate possible in it. But it's still pretty good. It does a lot of damage, so it's actually really good for room clearing, I think I've discovered. You know, if you have a couple of enemies, you can just hold down the trigger, kill them all. The shots do pierce, which I think does make it pretty good at room clearing, if you need it to be. So this was slightly annoying. Frickin' Uzi Bulletkin there prevented me from getting to the Gunslinger immediately. You're not jammed. You're not jammed, so you might be dead. Maybe we'll give the Patriot a try as a room clear. Maybe that's its strength. You know, against these guys, just hold down the trigger. Does a lot of damage, pierces, so it will hit multiple forms of the Killithid. Here, I think we should just use the Pox Cannon. You know, hitting a skull is probably gonna kill him in one bullet. I will waste a little bit of ammo on the small blobs. Why not? Those guys are pretty weak. I don't know, that seems pretty good. I don't know. Maybe that's its true value as a room clearing support weapon, the Patriot. I mean, it's pretty good against bosses because it does have such a good damage output, but I think it's better for rooms potentially because of the fact that you get the piercing, you have a pretty decent rate of fire after a second or two. Maybe, just maybe, that's the way it goes. Ended up using a blank there as well. This is a difficult room. Having a freaking jammed blob spawn inside me was very annoying. Because he didn't spawn inside me, he spawned very close to me. Prevented me from really getting any distance on him. I got hurt though. I cost myself the damage, let's be honest. Bad positioning. It's gonna happen. You know what? Probably should have just like gone directly down from the spawn instead of the direction I did go in, which was not down. Actually, maybe Moonscraper is good here. Maybe the Moonscraper will keep the chest. Nope, that chest is still coming. Maybe a stinger? Some Patriot? I don't know. Just kill him. You're the jerk, really. Let's be honest here. Okay. Still some rooms where you walk into it, you see a bunch of jammed enemies, and you're like, where the hell do I go? Where do I stand in this? And I think that's one of those rooms. You walk into it, you have a jammed blob spawn next to you. You got mushroom men. You have more mushroom men. You have more jammed, not skeleton, shotgunners spawn. You think to yourself, where the hell do I go? Where do I stand? Just trying to keep these guys away from me while I try to kill the frickin' mine here. And of course you were one shot away from death. Come on, Pox Cannon, don't fail me now. Against jammed enemies, it's still taking like 5 or 6 Pox Cannon shots to kill them sometimes, which is not bad, necessarily. It's more than I would like. I will waste a little bit of ammo looking for a secret room. I think that room can tend to have it because it is kind of a dead-end room. Ooh. Not a mimic for once. Oh no, I don't want it. I don't want it. But I guess that's why we have to take it, isn't it? We have to take it because we have to see what the Lament Configurum can give us. That is what we do. We don't have a good run for this at all, which is kind of one reason why I think it might be interesting to do. Because we have no like super amazing room clearers. We have Pox Cannon, but Pox Cannon's not good enough for Lament Configurum 10th level curse, I think. You know what? I think you get Patrioted. Oh my god, this too many enemies. I shouldn't have had to use a blank there. I cost that myself just from bad positioning. I should have not focused down the Bullet King first. I should have focused down other enemies. Excuse me. So this will be an interesting run. You know, we do have the ballot. I do not want to do it in this room. No, thank you. We have the ballot, so maybe we can actually have like a decent Lament Configurum run. We'll have a lot of charges on Lament Configurum, I think. And maybe if we have a lot of charges on Lament Configurum, or more charges than we would otherwise, we can get some good payouts, potentially. With good payouts comes great items, comes a great run. I mean, we already picked up the AK-47, which gives us infinite keys. And the AK-47, even if we don't use it for that purpose, is very good for gun munch fuel. So maybe that's what we want to use it for in the future. If we find that we have plenty of keys, or if we use it for a couple of floors, and on floor 4, we can gun munch it if we have the opportunity to do so. The knockback on the Pox Cannon is good, I'll grant it that. We can definitely try our best to knock enemies into pits if we have the opportunity, but that mushroom is not standing next to a pit. You know what? Go away. This is gonna be an interesting run. I stand by the idea of not going to the oubliette to kind of just see if we can make a run work like this. Trying to rush to the game quickly, and then just getting LJ is just one extra, you know, one extra thing on top. One extra thing on the cherry. But But I hope we get a lot of payouts from Implement Configure 'em. It's always fun when you get the payouts because you actually feel like you're getting a benefit out of using the item. I don't know why I thought I spawned a det in this room. One of those laser mines. I have no idea why I thought that, but I did. Ooh, you know what? AK-47, free brown chest. I need blanks for the boss fight, desperately. I actually don't want to open it though. I think junk is better served in our particular situation right here. I've also got to be very careful around the shop. LJ will kill the shopkeeper if I let him, so we kind of have to lure LJ around the shop, which is kind of annoying that we have to do that, but I definitely want to try to buy things from the shop with 227 credits. We need to spend this money effectively. The money might be the greatest benefit we have right now because we effectively have extra floor amount of money, you know, oubliette Abby, but we haven't done those floors, so we haven't picked up the weapons, the armor, the HP. So we have to be very careful. We have to try to use this cash to our benefit as best we can. Good. Which means I think I will try to beeline the shop because I want to spend. We have the Stinger, we have the Patriot, good boss killing weapons, so the boss should not be a terrible, terrible difficulty for us. It'll be annoying for sure, but I think we can handle it. You do not get poisoned. I did not know that. You burn. Gotta be careful with the explosions knocking enemies around sometimes. That guy burns. I guess he doesn't light on fire though, which is kind of strange. This is terrible. Like I can't pull LJ away from the shop far enough, so I think I will try to find the teleporter to the boss fight, and then I can lure LJ away from the boss, or away from the shop. Did I say boss? I meant shop. I just gotta make sure I can spawn a teleporter in the shop, and then LJ is far enough away from the shop. We run in, we buy everything we need, ammo for the pox cannon if we can get it. Sling, oh, shopkeeper. Gotcha. Who cares about the key? We got the sling. Man, LJ, he just doesn't give a crap. He will kill the shopkeeper, no questions asked. We also picked up the sponge, which is actually really good with the pox cannon. And, oh, check for a secret room. We have a ton of blanks. We'll get another blank. Okay, so now with 4 blanks going up against the 3rd floor boss, I feel pretty confident. We do not have a Lament Configurum charge, but we have good weapons to kill the boss. Patriot, good damage. Stinger, good damage. Should probably just use the. It's only 10 shots, who cares? Okay. This is gonna be a true test, I think, of using our Stinger correctly. Maybe not spamming shots, maybe I'll try to use the Patriot, and then whenever there is a shot that I want to block with an explosion, I'll switch over to the Stinger and use that a few times. Try to use both weapons, potentially. Because, I mean, the Stinger has full ammo capacity. I don't think we should abuse it necessarily. I think we should use the Patriot because it's at half capacity and then go from there, you know? You know! We can lure you a little bit further away. We have good enough damage. I think we can kill the boss before LJ arrives. Let's do it. It is Cannon Balrog. This guy is very annoying. I'm just gonna pop a blank immediately. See, that would have actually been a great time, I think, to use the Stinger. Although the Stinger doesn't blank necessarily, so it would have still been kind of annoying. I think the damage output from the Patriot is still good enough, even though I still have to make these stupid dodges. That was interesting. You know what? Just pop one blank. Where are you? Dodge rolled directly onto LJ, so I did not want to give him an opportunity to hit me. I'm actually just using the stinger right now because I don't really want to have to worry about aiming. Oh my god, he's still bouncing around! I have no idea where he is. I'm just trying to focus on dodging appropriately. Where are you? He's doing more rolling! I'm out of blanks. Just letting the bees do the work. I have no idea where this guy is. I can't get too close to him because of LJ. Like, if I could only focus on one enemy, I think I would be fine there. We get the icebreaker. Very nice. We have a charge on Lament Configure him. Let's activate it. Actually, really like having the icebreaker here, I think. Should allow me to kill these enemies a little bit more easily. You just die. No payout out of the configure room, but that's okay. We're done with the floor. Have not found the secret room. It could be in the exit room, in the exit elevator, but who cares? Honestly, that was a pretty good floor. We are at 10 level of curse. That's not ideal, but you know, we can make it work. We can make it work. Okay. Okay, this is an okay run. This is a winnable run. I'm a little bit worried though. I feel like I'm definitely underpowered. We're at that 10th level of curse. This room sucks. Freezing, I think, is extremely important here. Give myself enough room barely to escape. My god. Okay, box cannon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That room sucked. We got Gun Soul. You defeated? No. I do not want to defeat. I do not want to be defeated. That's not a good item. Gun Soul as the robot is okay. Not on DD20 blessed cursed BS, but yeah, it's not outstanding. Might be one of the worst A tier items in the game. Might actually be one of the worst A tier items in the game. Well, as a robot anyways. Because if you complete the objective of coming back to life, you only get 2 HP out of it. So you're still probably screwed. Although I guess with any other character, you are at 1 HP when you complete the Gun Soul, right? Like, you don't get a heal off of it, I don't think. Could be wrong about that, but I don't think that's the case. I dodge rolled into an enemy and he didn't hurt me. I dodge rolled. Oh, cause was he still frozen? Is that it? It was because he was still frozen. I'm a very lucky man. I think I'm gonna pop him and configure him in this room. Oh, no! Oh, God. I dodged the wrong direction there, but he shot very quickly. Being able to freeze enemies is so useful. And this is actually a relatively good room for Lament Configure because it's really big. It's got a lot of line of sight breakage, pillars and walls, so I enjoy that. I'm just gonna use... You know, I really should just be using Robot's Right Hand right now. I do not have, like, the weapon capacity right now. Maybe this is part of the not going down the oubliette route. Giving yourself a little bit of a handicap. because I don't really have good enough weapons and enough weapons right now to just be using something that's not the robot's right hand. I think we are going to go with the pox cannon. I think we are going to use the pox cannon. It is efficient enough, it's good enough. Yeah, this is interesting. Just want to like knock him into a pit or something. This is not a good situation to be in. Can I freeze him? Almost. Okay, okay, okay. Not a mimic. I think we are just going to be destroying the chest, though. Hopefully getting junk out of it. Very good. Keep exploring. Right, we have the sponge, so ice is actually not a problem. I need to remember that because that is a very important thing to keep in mind. There is a lot of ice here sometimes. The gunslinger being poisoned should mean that he is not going to be too much of an issue as I run around trying to kill things. We accidentally hit him with a bullet, so he is out of action for a little while. He's not dead yet! How many shots do you take, buddy? I'm not your buddy, pal. There we go. Kind of just feel like popping this immediately. Ah, I tried flipping the table. I got stuck on it. I hate coffins, man. I hate coffins because, I should have picked up the money, but honestly, who cares? I hate coffins because I always feel like I get stuck on the coffin. Even though I think most of that is my fault, it always feels like I get stuck on the coffin. Is it because the coffin is not rectangular, but its hitbox is rectangular, so it always feels like you should be walking around it, but you never do, or something? Like, there's a mental block with coffins in this game. I hate them. I hate the coffins. I mean, I like coffins. I use coffins. Right, you do not freeze. But there's like a mental issue with using them correctly. You get frozen, though. Jam Skelly is gonna take a lot of shots to kill. Why? You... what? I was worried that that would happen, but... oh, had to use a blank then. Taking way too much damage. Didn't realize his freaking laser would actually move around that quickly. Okay. Poplement configure him. See what we get. You know what? Hold up. You should be dead now. There we go. Okay, easy there, buddy. Easy there. Freaking laser turns very quickly. I think, is it because he's jammed? Does the laser turn faster when he's jammed? No reason to use a key here. That was dumb. Freaking have infinite keys. We should be using them. And the AK-47. Should be using the AK-47, maybe against the next boss or something. Although if it's kill pillars, we're gonna want Patriot. Whoa, I hit the space friend! Oh my god, I hate it so much. Please make it so that if you hit a familiar, the shot doesn't explode into bullets, please. I hate that. You get penalized for having a freaking familiar. Why am I having such a hard time killing the enemies here today? Taking a ton of damage. I guess I just don't feel that strong yet. We have like absolutely no synergy happening right now in the run. We just have box cannon and icebreaker, and then we're trying to make it work. Maybe that's something that I get maybe in a little bit greater quantities when I go down to the Abbey. I get some more synergy in the run. I'm also just making stupid decisions, but also I'm trying to struggle with figuring out, should I keep Space Friend? Because if he breaks bullets sometimes, and when enemy bullets break, they split, like what just happened there, maybe it's not worth having this guy around, you know? Okay, we have another way of having infinite keys, lovely. It's exactly what I wanted. Okay, well. No. Don't do that. I said no. There we go. Gotta go back and use the teleporter. We're very close to the shop. 241 credits. We're still gaining money, even though we're getting hit a little bit frequently. Hopefully we'll be able to buy some stuff. And take full advantage of this floor. Gotta stop taking damage. But sometimes it's not a question of shouldn't, it's a question of actually doing it. Buy the blank. Buy the key. Buy the armor. I guess we didn't need to buy the key. Buy the Patriot, because if we get a fight against kill pillars, we're gonna wanna use the Patriot 100%. The piercing and the high damage means that we're gonna be doing a lot of damage during the fight. We should be able to kill the kill pillars in like maybe 30 seconds. If I can kill the kill pillars that quickly, then we should have a good shot at getting a little bit more HP on the floor, because we have taken a few hits, let's say. You did not walk the way I thought you would walk. This room is very long and annoying, and there are a lot of jammed enemies, which I guess should be expected at this point. All right, Lament configure him. Give me something good. No more Skeleton Key, please. Skeleton Key is fine, but it's just completely unnecessary. Don't need another form of infinite keys, but we have we can gun munch the AK-47 and then still have infinite keys, so it is still, potentially useful to have. What the hell? So many jammed enemies, get out of here. Okay. I was not expecting that to happen. The bullets will go through the wall if you're not careful there, so you have to actually be quite a bit careful there. Same thing here, I think. Yeah. It's an annoying bug. Come on, die. Oh! Thank you, Space Friend. Trying to abuse the icebreaker as much as possible here. Using it to freeze enemies, make it a little bit easier on myself to kill them. We're having a bit of an ammo problem. Ammo synthesizer is nice, but I don't think it's paying out much as I would need it to. I think I'm also wasting a lot of shots, but just trying to kill things quickly and safely. It's not working out well. Okay. Approaching another chest. Box cannon, you're kind of letting me down, it feels like a little bit here. I mean, I know we don't have insane damage upgrades or anything, but taken a long time to kill some of these enemies. This is not good. You gotta be frozen. Jesus. He's achy. We don't need the ammo. It's getting tough. It's getting quite tough. Okay, you're a mimic. You're a mimic, so I'm probably just gonna freeze you immediately. And then, dude, I don't know, freaking just achy. I'll unlock you with bullets. And then I'll get you to chase me for a while. And then I'll kill you. With freezing! Gemini rifle. Actually pretty good. Not half bad. We can combine this with the icebreaker to good effect, I think. You freeze an enemy, and then you hit him as much as you can. That could work. That could work. Okay, so this should be the boss fight. Yep, it might be Wallmonger, but I'm hoping it's not. It doesn't really look like it's gonna be a Wallmonger layout. I really want to use a blank here, but I think I will abstain for the time being. Pull LJ away. What the hell are we gonna use? Okay, if it's Kill Pillars, we want to use a Patriot because of piercing. If it's High Priest, we probably want to use Patriot. And if it's Wallmonger, we want to use Icebreaker and the Stinger. Icebreaker to slow him down, Stinger to break the line of bullets so that we can actually dodge appropriately. High Priest Stinger would help too. High Priest Moonscraper for when he does a couple of his attacks that the Moonscraper helps to counter, because it is a beam. And then we'll see what happens. I think we do open with the blank, but the Patriot should just kind of eat up the Kill Pillars. And actually, I might want to just use rockets while they're doing that attack. Okay, one's dead. Just don't care about ammo efficiency, just shoot. You can't quite fire fast enough to completely break all of the attacks, but you can get quite close. Just pop the blank, be safe. It means we can't get to the secret room, but you know what? That was a very close fight. We get the grenade launcher. If I had this, I could have saved the blank. But you know what? You know what? We killed it. We flawlessed it. We did our job. Ah. I got way too surprised by that guy being there. We need to freeze. Freeze! Reload. Kill them slowly. The Gemini rifle's pretty good. We have enough efficiency in this weapon that I can be happy with it for now. Although the range is a bit of a problem, we gotta be careful with that. There's only one Pupulon left. He's dead. I guess we'll go to the shop really quickly. So let me teleport so I can be next to the exit room. Let's go to the shop real quickly. Is there anything else I wanted? I mean, we could get a heart locket, but it's pointless. We can't sell it. So I think we ignore it. And we move on. Low on ammo. An okay assortment of weapons, but still kind of hoping for something a little bit better out of Lament Configurum. We have two different methods of having infinite keys. there's no real reason to use the icebreaker here. Just go to town with the hegemony rifle. Or, you know what? Robot's right hand. You don't necessarily have to use hegemony rifle. That was the wrong dodge. I meant to dodge into the table. Instead, I dodge directly parallel to the table. Why robot's right hand? Because I feel like we need to hold on to the ammo for as long as possible until we get a whole bunch of ammo drops. You know, ammo is the big equalizer for us right now. Will we have the ammo capacity in order to, you know, go through bullet hell on no ammo drops? I say on no ammo drops, even though we might get an ammo drop, but if we don't, we have to be ready for that. It's a possibility. I haven't been paying any attention to the ammo synthesizer. I hope it's been working out well. Before we activate the next wave of enemies, which we might want to do in this room because there's a lot of pillars, let's kill the thwomp so the thwomp doesn't reactivate. I don't know if that happens if we use Lament Configure him in here, but, you know, why not just make it a little bit safer on ourselves? Pull LJ away, get our weapons ready here. Icebreaker, hegemony rifle. We do have the sling. The sling is like our emergency boss killer. If we run out of everything else, we can always use that. We get a Zilla shotgun. Is this particularly helpful? Not really. But I actually did enjoy this the last time we had it. Ah, missed. Just wanted to kind of knock him away so he wasn't firing shots down the hallway. I mean, this could be okay. We'll keep using the hegemony rifle right now until we're out of ammo with it, I think, but Zilla shotgun is acceptable. We have an accuracy upgrade as the robot. We can just use it to launch a bunch of bouncing shots into a room if we open up combat if we want. Yeah, we can use it however we see fit. You gotta die. Oh my god, you're a freaking Ashen Bulletkin. Easy as pie. Just go to the next wall and get into cover from LJ so he can't hurt us. That's a Keyboltkin. You are like actually pointless to kill. Fuck. Hey, we got Skeleman. That was very important. Also, I gotta freeze your ass so I can kill you. I've got a lot of HP. When you get a run that doesn't have like a lot of synergy happening like this, then you realize, okay, the difficulty in, you know, high curse Enter the Gungeon runs as the robot is just that when you don't get a lot of like super amazing overpowered items, you're just kind of like treading water. You know, I should probably be using Robot's Right Hand for the rest of this. It's kind of boring, but it does save ammo. We don't get ammo back from the ammo synthesizer, but you can never count on the ammo synthesizer. Never assume that you're gonna get it, because you might not. And if you don't, then there's no point. You should not rely on it. And for some weapons, it just doesn't even work. The weapon has too high of capacity. That's what that was. I saw that earlier and I'm like, why are there bullets in the walls? Okay, you gotta die. I saw those bullets earlier and I thought that they were eyeballs in the walls and I'm like, is that what it looks like when there's like an enemy in the wall or something? No, it's just a bug. There's just eyes in the walls for no reason. Don't worry about it. Eye bullets. Hopefully these guys are burning. See me burning. It's definitely making the room a little bit longer using the Robot's Right Hand, but I think it's necessary. Let's go down here. This was an okay room to lament on last time. Let's do it again. Oh, you surprised me way too fast. Thought I could get around him, and I didn't. I failed. Lost a little bit of money. I mean, but the HP is the most important thing there. We're not getting any extra payouts out of Lament Configurum. It's kind of sad. Configurum. Of course. Freeze him! There we go. Ah, this is gonna be a very annoying fight. Stand here. You know what? Kind of slow him down a little bit. Don't try to hit me. You can't hit me. Of course we have the freaking Shadow Magician. We get a key. We get a Germany credit. We get a chest. Chest contained a half red heart. So out of all that, we got a key. We got a key. Doesn't really help me all that much. Just saying. We can still light on fire by walking into the fire path there. Oh my god. The sponge doesn't help us. Of course, there's gonna be a room with freaking hammer time on it. It's gonna be my death. Just die. Thank you. Get the hell out of hammer time room. Let's do this in a big room this time. Maybe that'll help. Maybe having more room will be nice. I don't know. The little shotgun's not very good, is it? Just takes way too long to kill anything with it. Got good knockback, I guess. Space friend, you fucked me! You pushed him away! Pushed him away into a position where I couldn't hit him. No. You get frozen. Okay. Of course, everything is jammed on this room. You know what? Get some bouncy shots. This is very ammo inefficient, but it also means I can shoot enemies without being near them, for the most part. Almost done. I could just let Space Friend do all the work for me. We're getting, like, no ammo drops, I'm noticing. We're taking a lot of damage. Okay, actually hit your shot. We can knock these guys into pits. I almost just backtracked on myself and took damage. That would have been dumb. Just want to walk over to that guy and push him into the pit first. That meat cube died really quickly. What the hell happened there? Still no Lament play. You know what, the Poopulon's gotta go first. I should just focus on him, essentially. Like, until he dies, I've got a lot of bullet hell to deal with. Like, even that guy is not that much of a problem compared to freaking, oh! Ah, oh, damn it, I had to use a blank, but we found the secret room which had another blank in it, so it's actually okay. Like, even Bouncy Bullet Man, Creech, isn't as much of a pain in the ass, I think, as Pupulon on Lament Configurum plays. Okay, okay. We're out of freezing. It's actually not good. Freezing enemies was kind of a big part of my strategy while I still had ammo. This is like extremely not good. Okay, we've killed one. Killed another one. Jesus. You can't block Moonscraper. We have done it. We have ammo. I think we take it for the Icebreaker, actually. Being able to freeze enemies and, like, kill them later is so damn important for us right now. Hopefully the shopkeeper didn't die. I always say, you know, the shopkeeper dies, just shorthand for LJ scares the shopkeeper away and then they never sell anything to me ever again. I think we needed the Icebreaker. You know, I can kill enemies with Robot's right hand, but I have to be able to freeze enemies to get them off of my ass for a while, you know? Also, that's a fake table. I hate that table. I say fake table because you can't get around it. Gotta freeze, gotta freeze. Why did you take so long to shoot, LJ? And then I took another hit too. What the hell happened, dog? Like, I actually want to know what happened there. I guess maybe I was slowing down time too much and I wasn't paying attention to how long was actually going through time, how much time was actually passing, how quickly time was actually passing. We got YV Shrine. Oh, it's the best ever. Should have popped Lament Configurum. Still a big part of this run, whether I like it or not. I can't see against LJ. Oh, you... Ugh, he spawned in me. What a jerk. Like, I made the dodge roll and then he started spawning. That's not true. I got myself right there, let's be honest. That's a lot of YV money that's just gone down the drain. So we should probably spend money on him, like, now? So I'm gonna go to the shop. Oh, we have to. It's the frickin' Morningstar. We have to. So I'm sorry, YV man, but the Morningstar is so unbelievably good. This we can actually potentially make some progress here and kill things. We can kill the boss pretty easily with Morningstar, I want to think. I should be like luring LJ away, you know, killing him when he's not anywhere near the rooms I'm fighting in. Just had to wait for him to get unfrozen so I could refreeze him. And I figured, let's use the Judge. I never use the Judge when I get it. I always save it, or I think to myself, it's not good enough. Judge is good enough. Judge is pretty damn good. He walked off of the platform. Weird. Oh my god, could you just die? That's another one. Icebreaker, thank you. Jeez, that's freaking rude. I'm being very bad about positioning, knowing where to stand when enemies spawn on this run. Bad habit. Bad habit. Yeah, this looks like a freaking miserable ass room. What the hell is this? Yeah, okay, I did not get hit. We're somehow still hitting the Summomancer. Now we have failed, and he has spawned a skeleton. Ah, yep. Yo, these rooms are really effing difficult. My God. I see you, son of a bitch. Freaking how many jammed dead eyes can we have on one room on the freaking forge? The hell? I didn't freeze him. Gotta go chase him down. Here we go. And of course it's a mimic, but it's a mimic with ammo. I'm wasting a lot of shots here. Let's avoid that. Ring of miserly protection. Lovely. Okay, what do we want ammo for? Probably the pox cannon. Probably the pox cannon at this point, because I do need more guns. More guns for the gun god. We'll get back to the gun god later. Heroin. Oh my God. We've done it. We have a good gun. It only took until now. You know, besides the AK-47, this is probably the best payout that we've gotten out of Lament Configurum. Jesus. Now we can actually kill enemies quickly. As opposed to taking a million years to kill everything previously. We're still in this. Now that we have a good gun, we are in this. Should have focused on the Pupulon. He's jammed. He will take a million shots to kill anyways. Ah, maybe not. He died very quickly. And now we're not getting enemies with, or rooms with 16 jammed enemies and a bunch of dead eyes in them, so we're actually able to, like, make progress. Ain't not being able to see through LJ's lab coat. Lab coat? It's not the word I was thinking of in my head. Trench coat. Different type of coat. Come on. Come at me, bro. We got the Polaris. Polaris is far too little too late to be useful, but it is good gun munch material if we can find a gun muncher. But it is far too little too late. I screwed that up. Did I screw that up? I accidentally started the reload on the on the icebreaker. Love the big hitbox. Where'd you get a line? Oh, you absorb Space Friend's bullet. Okay, okay. Also, we need to do another limit. Configure him as far away as we can. Thank God that killed him. Wasn't even paying attention to the fact that he was there. I love charging the heroin. It's got like 2 sound effects for its charge level, so you can time when you can fire. You know when you have the reload. You're never surprised by it. It's just a nice gun. As we'll check, you never know. Now that we have the heroin and we have like a very high tier gun, this run is off, like all of a sudden really good. And we have the owl. Table Tech Blank Gold Amulet. Okay. I mean, the owl's gonna be like 200 bucks, but we can't steal it. Oh man, I think in that case you go Table Tech Blank Gold Amulet so you can do the rooms very quickly in the future. But my God, this is like the best floor for money, and now I've taken a lot of damage and lost all my money. If only we had more money to go off of. That would be it. Okay, we're done with this shop. Don't need the ammo. Oh my God, you son of a gun. Let's just teleport away. I think we buy Table Tech Blank Gold Amulet. The Gold Amulet means we'll get 3 blanks in the next floor. Table Tech Blanks means that on any room with tables, there's a lot of them in the bullet hell, we will be able to kill entire rooms very quickly just by flipping tables. Now, the owl is amazing, very good defensively, but we don't have a blank synergy to go with it, and the Table Tech Blank Gold Amulet's gonna be too expensive to really work with the owl, so I think we don't have enough money for the owl, basically. Because it's gonna be like 160 or more, 192. But we can absolutely afford both of these, and now we've got an amulet synergy. Amulet synergy. We have a Table Tech synergy. Very good. For the boss, I think you use the Morningstar. I mean, we bought a lot on the floor. We bought the Morningstar, which is like 190 pickup. Had I known that there was an owl, maybe I wouldn't have bought the Morningstar. In fact, maybe I should have waited on the purchase because, you know, this is gonna be used for bosses, I think, mostly right now. For the dragon, it should kill him pretty quickly. But maybe I should have waited. Maybe I should have purchased the owl with the gold amulet, because then we could get, you know, gold amulets killing rooms in bullet hell. No guarantee we're gonna get there though. You know, we have to survive this fight. We have 2 blanks. We have the stinger, but I don't really want to use it if I can avoid it. Gotta be very careful of the bounces, just keep shooting. I think we are damage capping ourselves a little bit, but I think it's okay. Just keep holding down the trigger. It's actually going quite well. LJ is gonna be here in just a second. This is gonna make the fight much more annoying because we can't really see ourselves anymore unless I keep moving back and forth or something. And I've gotta be, oh, that's such a bad dodge. I mean, I used the blank instinctually after I realized that I had put myself into a bad dodging position. And then I have to use a blank there because he's doing Dragon's Breath. So we have to do the next phase without getting hit, which sucks big time. Oh, it's so bad. I fucked it up. I did bad. This is difficult, you know. Doing this with LJ at the same time. Yeah. It's tricky. And there we go, we've already taken damage. Oh no. You couldn't. You didn't. You wouldn't. Okay, now I can do it. You gotta get a good timing with LJ swinging his scythe. If you don't, it's much more difficult to actually be able to dodge his attack through the dragon's heart phase. Oh, if I had one more blank, I could have done it. One more blank. We could have done it. At this point, we actually cannot use Lament Configurum because if it hurts us, we die. So, I mean, we do have Gun Soul. Maybe with, you know what? I think we use Gun Soul. If we use Gun Soul, we will get 1 HP. We will, because Gun Soul gives the robot 2 HP when you spawn. So I think I walk into the first room, pop Gun Soul, restart the floor with 2 HP, and then go from there. Okay, let's do it. Let's freaking go. I know that that's not the right direction to go in now. I mean, that's like exactly what I wanted to have happen. Now we have 2 HP. But this room sucks. What do I have that can help do this room faster? Maybe the bouncing shots from this will be quite nice here. I don't know. We're certainly getting a lot of knockback out of them, which might be a good thing, might be a bad thing. Ended up using a blank. There's no tables on the room, unfortunately. I think it's okay using a blank. We don't get blanks and stuff back whenever we pop Gun Soul, so we have to just never pop Gun Soul again. If we pop Gun Soul, we've lost. We'll know what direction to go in to get back to the boss fight, but... And actually, we can't pop Gun Soul again. Well, we can't pop Gun Soul again because I've already popped it once. So, Table Tech blank. Table Tech blank. Excuse me. Just keep popping Table Tech blanks. There we go. Now there's gonna be a few blobs left. Wait for them to be big. You kill them. Didn't even have to fire a shot. Very nice. That's what I want to see. Dude, Table Tech blank. Table Tech blank. Table Tech blank. Table Tech blank. Getting carried by the frickin' Table Techs here. Oh, it's so good. And we did get ammo back. That has to go into the Morning Star, I think. We want the ammo in it. And I think because we are so close to death, I think I min-max. I think I'm gonna pop... No, I'm not gonna pop Lament Configurum, but I think I'm gonna pop over here to the entrance room. We'll lure LJ away a little bit. We'll try to min-max a little bit, because I think we need to. Yo, the icebreaker is so useful, my god. Yeah, with this low of HP, I don't think it's worth using Lament Configurum. We still have a lot of, you know, good stuff out of having used it. We got the heroin. We bought the Morning Star. We picked up the Stinger naturally. What the hell did we get out of using Lament Configurum here? Because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, what did we get that's so useful for us? Anything? What did we get out of this? We got... Sponge? We got guns. We got the Zilla shotgun. Oh, lovely. AK. We got nothing element configurable. Nothing that helps us now. You know, sure, we got infinite keys out of the AK-47. It's a little unnecessary. Oh, we found the evil gun muncher. So nice to have table tech blank on a room like this. I'm not gonna pop it because there's only one enemy left. Ooh, and we're done. So good, so good, so good! We're not out of the woods yet. We gotta be very careful. Just teleport away. Do not worry about anything else, just teleport away. We can gun munch. I think I will gun munch in the future. I mean, why wait? Why wait? Don't do this. Why wait? Because we might need the weapons? But, you know, we're not going to be using Moonscraper anymore. We're not going to be using Polaris. We're not going to be using the Hegemony Rifle. So, you know, we might as well gun munch now. If I get an ammo drop, it's gonna go to something like the heroin, you know? I did not wait long enough for LJ to be away from that gun muncher before I did that. That was not good. But we are not gonna be using Polaris. Polaris is just far too little too late. It would be good to get it leveled up, but I don't want to fall into the Polaris trap. But maybe we should get the Polaris leveled up, because a level 2 or level 3 Polaris might be really good. See, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, ooh, we could do a Polaris. But we're not going to be using the Zilla shotgun. And I guess we just leave. Because I honestly want all my other weapons. All my other weapons are useful in varying situations, and if I run out of ammo, I'm going to want them. You know, grenade launcher, stinger, explosives, very good on the Lich Phase 1 and Lich Phase 2, and Lich Phase 3, but to a lesser extent. You could try to get the Polaris leveled up, but, you know, maybe if there's one enemy left on a room, or a couple of enemies left, maybe we have lots of tables, like, but the tables don't matter because you don't get the... I don't know. Gotta be careful about this. I don't... Just knock him into a pit, you know? No. If you're gonna reload this. He did get pushed into a pit. Oh, thank God. Just wait for it. Killed him. We have infinite range with this, we might as well use it. There we go. That room can be very tough. Luckily though, we did have freezing. No balls, lament configure him. Look, I've got no balls in that case. Ammo. What do we want? Moonscraper? No. Stinger could be very useful. We're very low on that. I think you take Stinger. We have 7 shots remaining. And it's a good weapon. Uh-oh. Ah, it's actually not bad. Just keep popping the tables, and everything's dead. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, the enemies are not jammed. Lovely. Luckily that freezing shot did work. I should not be fighting with LJ, you know, close to me. It's a recipe for disaster, but I mean, I guess it's what we're doing. Man, luckily, these guys are idiots. No, 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 no. Oh my God. Over here. That should never have worked. Why do I have 0 credits? Oh, because we can't gain credits, I think, because we are dead. It's weird that I'm still in Gun Soul state, but I actually kind of want to see what happens if we win as the Gun Soul. I don't know if anything happens. We might not win as the Gun Soul, but... you know, experimentation! I mean, knocking enemies into pits is also good. Get out of here. Table. I wanted to kill him with the weapon in case the mages spawned, and then I could kill them with the table. Figured I could kill him. That's not good. Oh, come on. Curving bullet bullshit. This is also not the right direction. Nothing we could do about that, though. I mean, you know what? Minute to win it. All right, we haven't actually completed this room. I forgot. Don't die in this room before you collect your soul. We get 2 HP back. You know, another thing, maybe that doesn't work. I was gonna say another thing we could do is maybe pop Gun Soul, keep using Lament Configurum, keep dying and then getting HP back that you can use on Lament Configurum over and over again, but I'm not sure that that would be that effective. Of course there's jammed veterans. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Okay, we're gonna fight the boss. We have 1 HP. If we die, we Gun Soul. This sucks. I do not want to have to flawless the Lich. So we should do our damnedest not to die and Gun Soul ourselves. In fact, you know what? I refuse. I refuse to lose. I'll say I just refuse to Gun Soul myself. We're gonna give it 1 go. 1 singular go. See if we can make it work. I'm gonna pop Moonscraper, not Moonscraper, the Morning Star, yeah. Does the most damage, and then if we need to, use a grenade launcher to block bullets. Okay. I will pull LJ away from the boss fight between phases too, I don't care about that. This guy's a jerk. Gotta stay in range so I can actually hit him. Doing a ton of damage. Oh, nope, we just die. Just got shot. Oh, I had many, many blanks remaining. So that was an annoying run. I don't know. Maybe going down to the oubliette is the key, but maybe we just should not have taken Lament Configurum, gotten cursed, and then kind of roll the RNG to see if we can get enough value out of using Lament Configurum, and I don't think we did. I ended up taking a lot of damage on rooms with the enemy spawned from Lament Configurum. I ended up taking a lot of damage from a lot of jammed enemies and a lot of awkward situations, and I made a lot of poor decisions in terms of maneuverability on rooms, of my own positioning, just kind of getting shot in the back sometimes. It was a good run. It's definitely a winnable run. I just I think I went too hard on trying to not go on the bonus floors when I should have, you know, because we could have had, you know, one extra floor to gain money. We could have bought the owl. We could have had, you know, just more benefits associated to our name. We could have had additional HP, and maybe we could have ended up winning. It's also fun just to go down to the oubliette. I like the floor. I do. But anyways, there you go. A loss as the robot, skipping the oubliette and the Abbey, and picking up Lament Configurum as the 10th level curse item. But yeah, what did we get out of Lament Configurum? The Patriot we picked up. The grenade launcher we picked up, I think. We bought the Morning Star. We picked up the Stinger from a chest. We got the AK-47. Icebreaker, I think. And then that's it? Like, what else did we got? Did we get the Judge out of Lament Configurum? We did not get a lot of good payouts out of it. We got Gunsoul. We got Gunsoul out of Lament Configurum. And we got the AK-47 and the Skeleton Key. It just wasn't very good. Wasn't a good set of payouts for the risk associated with it. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.